Chosen one, pause and take a slow, deliberate breath. If you are here, listening to these words, it is not by accident. There's a reason your soul drew you to this moment, and that reason may well be the turning point of your entire life. Deep within, you've sensed a longing, a quiet, persistent voice telling you that genuine, divine love is on the horizon. Perhaps you've prayed for it, waited for it, even at times doubted it would ever arrive. But let me assure you, your true love is not just a distant dream. Your Creator has already approved it, stamped it with a heavenly seal, and is now orchestrating events in your favor. Before we delve deeper into this profound revelation, take a moment to do 3 simple things. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment 777 below. By doing so, you're sending an unmistakable signal to the universe, affirming that you are ready, truly ready, to embrace the love that has been destined for you from the foundations of existence. Think back to every heartbreak you have endured, every tear you've shed, every disappointment that hollowed out your spirit. Remember the times when you questioned whether real soul-shattering love even existed, or if it was merely a fairy tale conjured by wishful hearts. You might have watched others find their happily ever after, wondering if you were somehow unworthy. But every bruise your heart sustained was preparing you for something extraordinary. Those moments of pain and loneliness weren't punishments. They were stepping stones, forging you into the resilient, empathetic, and open-hearted being you are today. The stage is now set. The experiences that once felt like cruel detours have actually positioned you perfectly for the arrival of the person you have been praying for. Comment 777 again as a tangible act of faith. Imagine that each digit is an energetic doorway, inviting the currents of divine love to rush into your life. With every repetition, you are shedding old doubts and fears, replacing them with unwavering conviction that you deserve a love so profound it eclipses all the heartbreaks that came before. Yes, you have been chosen for this. God has approved it. The only question is whether your heart remains open wide enough to receive the blessings that are already traveling toward you like a comet in the night sky. Now, let us speak of alignment. True love does not simply appear out of thin air. It emerges when 2 souls align with the purpose for which they were created. There's a cosmic tapestry at play, weaving together threads of destiny, timing, and readiness. Sometimes that readiness eludes us because we hold on to old wounds or refuse to learn the lessons of past relationships. But the instant you decide to surrender your fears, to trust a higher plan, and to cultivate the qualities of love in your own heart, the universe responds by magnetizing your true partner to you. It's not magic or wishful thinking. It's a spiritual law as old as time. But how, you might wonder, do you know that person is on the way? Look around at the signs. Look at the stirring in your spirit, that quiet voice telling you that the winter of your loneliness is about to end. Often, life hints at a breakthrough just when we're on the verge of giving up. Do not be fooled by the outward appearance of your circumstances. True love is rarely found in the places we anticipate. It creeps in through the cracks of our illusions, arriving in ways that defy rational explanation. As you open your heart to the possibility, synchronicities will begin to light up your path like fireflies in a dark field, guiding you closer to the one who mirrors the deepest truths of your soul. Comment 777 if you can already sense those synchronicities igniting around you. Each time you type those 3 digits, see it as a key unlocking the gates that have been holding back your long-awaited blessing. The moment you decide to stand in faith rather than fear, you trigger a ripple effect in the cosmos. Energies shift, possibilities multiply, and the road that once seemed so lonely suddenly shimmers with hope. That hope is not a false promise, but a gentle roar from the heart of the divine, reassuring you that love is not merely a human construct, but a heavenly design. We must also address the importance of self-love. It is difficult, perhaps impossible, to receive a genuine godly love from another if your own heart is closed off or drowning in self-doubt. True love, the kind that God sanctions, thrives in an environment of mutual respect, emotional maturity, and a deep sense of worthiness. If you have been harboring the notion that you must accept crumbs of affection or that your past sins disqualify you from a blissful relationship, release those thoughts now. They are lies that keep you stuck in cycles of heartbreak. God's stamp of approval on your love story includes healing from all that baggage. The more you affirm your value, the quicker the universe can deliver the partner who recognizes you as the treasure you truly are. Of course, the journey to your destined love won't necessarily be devoid of obstacles. Growth seldom is. You may face tests that force you to confront your unhealed wounds or your lingering insecurities. You may have to let go of toxic relationships or old friendships that undermine your happiness, yet every hurdle cleared is a signpost, telling the universe that you are serious about stepping into the fullness of what was ordained for you. God's approval does not mean everything will be effortless. It means every challenge will serve a higher purpose, molding you into the ideal version of yourself for the love that awaits. Comment 777. Once more, to solidify your willingness to undergo whatever transformation is needed. Understand, dear soul, that the waiting period is not wasted time. It's the divine's way of preparing both you and your future partner so that when you finally meet, the bond is unbreakable. Much like fine wine, such love matures in the darkness of patience, blossoming into a sweetness that only time can create. If you have been feeling restless or impatient, reframe that energy as anticipation. Your heart is buzzing because it senses what your mind can't fully grasp, that your love is, even now, drawing closer. Let's talk about the moment your paths converge. Some describe it as a spark of recognition, an immediate sense of, I know you, even if you've just met. Others experience it as a calm certainty, a gentle unfolding of emotional intimacy that feels as natural as breathing. However it happens, you will recognize it by the peace that envelops you, a peace that drowns out all the insecurities your past might throw at you. In that moment, you will recall these words and realize that the universe had been orchestrating this union from behind the scenes, ensuring every detail was perfectly aligned. You see, a God-approved love doesn't merely satisfy your emotional needs, it propels you to new heights of purpose and destiny. When you and your partner unite, you become catalysts for each other's growth, each fueling the other's spiritual and emotional evolution. That's the kind of love that not only changes your life, but also ripples out, touching the lives of everyone around you. It becomes a testimony of what is possible when two people align their hearts with the divine. Families are healed, communities are inspired, and the very fabric of the world is brightened by the union of two hearts that reflect God's own love story. Comment 777 to affirm that you are ready to be part of such a love story. Imagine your soul forging a connection with a celestial blueprint already drawn up in heaven's archives. Each digit typed is another step forward, merging your timeline with the timeline of the one who was created to walk this journey with you. Yes, it may be that the world sees cynicism and heartbreak at every turn, but you are not of this world's cynicism. You belong to a higher truth, where love is not only real but unstoppable when sanctioned by the highest authority. Some may question whether a love this profound can be real or if it's just the stuff of romantic movies and fiction. Yet consider how many times you have felt an otherworldly nudge guiding you through life. That was no accident. The same supernatural force that led you through storms and deserts is now guiding you to the oasis of a relationship that will nourish you like never before. The scale of that blessing might surprise you, but do not shrink from it. You were designed for greatness in every aspect of your life, including love. If you allow your mind to entertain only the small, the universe can only meet you at that level. Dare to believe bigger and watch as the universe escalates to meet you at the horizon of the miraculous. Keep in mind, though, that love is also a reflection. If bitterness or fear still lingers in your heart, you may attract partners who mirror those unhealed parts of you. That's why self-work is crucial. The unconditional love God wants to pour into your life thrives best in a vessel that is open, healed, and ready to reciprocate. Your heartbreaks were not in vain. They taught you what you need to release and who you need to become. If you haven't yet taken the time to process your old wounds, do so now. Pray, meditate, journal, whatever it takes to peel away the scar tissue. Remember, God's timing is perfect, and if you do your part, the universe will ensure that your love arrives precisely when you're ready to receive it. Comment 777 again, letting that act symbolize your commitment to growth. You're not just expecting love to drop out of the sky without any effort on your part. You're co-creating this reality by becoming the kind of person who can sustain the magnitude of such a blessed union. The divine can only pour into an open vessel. By releasing negativity and embracing wholeness, you enlarge your capacity to love and be loved in return. Now, let's talk about the signs you might encounter when your love is near. You might see repeated numbers, especially 777. Each occurrence a little wink from heaven, reminding you that your union is imminent. You might find yourself in dreams that feel more vivid than your waking hours, featuring an unknown face that leaves you brimming with an unexplainable sense of warmth. You might hear songs on the radio whose lyrics speak directly to your heart, or meet strangers who mention stories eerily similar to your own experiences. None of these are random. They are breadcrumbs on the path to your divinely orchestrated meeting. Imagine for a moment the day you finally stand face to face with this person. There may be an otherworldly calm settling over both of you, as though your spirits sigh in recognition. In that first conversation, words may flow effortlessly, or perhaps a comfortable silence will speak louder than any sentence could. However it unfolds, you will know. The heart has a wisdom that transcends logic. Every cell in your body will resonate with the truth that, yes, this is the one God has prepared for you. Comment 777 if the thought of that moment lights a spark of joy in your chest. Let that spark grow into a flame of faith that no amount of cynicism can extinguish. Though the world may try to convince you that heartbreak is the norm, that true love is a gamble at best, you stand apart. You cling to the promise that real love not only exists, but is divinely sanctioned for you. Let each digit typed be an assertion that your eyes are fixed on the horizon, waiting for that silhouette of grace to walk into your life. As you cultivate this expectancy, be mindful of your energy. Speak words of life over your relationships even before they materialize. Say, I attract a love that is healthy, nurturing, and resonates with the deepest parts of my soul. My union is blessed and guided by a power greater than myself. When you adopt this language and mindset, you shift your energetic field, making it a magnet for the kind of love you've always yearned for. Remember, words carry creative power. Use them wisely. It is equally important not to cling desperately to an outcome. That desperation can block the flow of blessings. True faith is a surrender, an understanding that what is meant for you will never miss you, and what misses you was never meant for you. God's stamp of approval on your love story is unconditional, but it unfolds in divine order. Trying to force the timing or the method by which you meet can lead to frustration and delay. Let go. Trust the process. Know that your only job is to keep your heart open and your spirit receptive. Comment 777 as a reminder to yourself to remain in a posture of trust. Every digit typed resonates with the cosmic assurance that your love is in transit, unstoppable and unshakable. The universe is rearranging circumstances, guiding you to the right place at the right time. You might even cross paths by what people call coincidence, but you will know better. Serendipity is simply the universe in stealth mode. The moment you choose to believe this wholeheartedly, you give permission for miracles to manifest. Now, let's consider what happens after you meet. True love is an ever-growing plant. It flourishes with care, patience, and consistent nourishment. Just as you wouldn't abandon a seedling after the first sprout, you must continue to feed your relationship with understanding, empathy, and spiritual connection. God's approval means that your union is destined to bring forth fruit. A life of synergy, shared dreams, and unstoppable forward momentum. But it's also a calling to act responsibly, to learn each other's love language, to pray together, to face challenges as a united front. Divine endorsement is not an excuse for complacency, but rather a clarion call to be the best partner you can be. In that journey, you'll discover that love is not just a feeling, it's an active choice, reaffirmed daily through kindness, compromise, and a commitment to each other's growth. The euphoria of meeting may fade into the background as real life sets in, but that's where the authentic, God-approved love shines. It's not about perfect moments every day, but about consistently choosing each other even when imperfections surface. That's where blessings multiply, where your bond transcends the superficial and becomes a fortress of devotion. Comment 777 as you solemnly commit to cherishing and cultivating the love that comes. Let this digital act echo your vow to treat your future union as sacred ground. This vow is more than words. It is an energetic contract with the universe, a promise that you will steward the gift of love with reverence and humility. Remember, many people catch glimpses of great love, but fail to honor it once it arrives. You, chosen one, are called to do better. That's why you have been prepared through trials, heartbreaks, and seasons of solitude, to ensure that once you finally receive your person, you have the depth to appreciate them fully. For those who doubt that such a love could be waiting, let me point out a fundamental truth. If the seed of desire is in your heart, it means the tree of manifestation already exists in the spiritual realm. You are not randomly longing for a connection that doesn't belong to you. Your very yearning is an echo of something that is destined. Therefore, treat your longing not as despair, but as a prophecy of what is to come. Let that realization ignite a quiet confidence, dispelling every last shred of hopelessness. Consider also that this divine love might heal you in ways you never knew you needed healing. Sometimes, God's method of mending old scars is to bring a presence so gentle, so genuine, that you learn to trust again. The arms that welcome you, the voice that soothes your anxieties, the eyes that see your flaws yet love you unconditionally. These are the instruments of God's restorative power. As you open yourself to that level of vulnerability, you allow the final pieces of your emotional puzzle to click into place, culminating in a wholeness that overflows into every aspect of your life. Comment 777 if your heart yearns for that healing touch. Each digit typed stands for a facet of your readiness to trust, to let go of bitterness, to welcome new beginnings. The path may not be straightforward or free of stumbling blocks, but your destiny is unwavering. Even if past relationships have left you battered, the future is bright with promise. The simple act of believing that your love is coming, God-approved and unstoppable, releases an avalanche of spiritual forces dedicated to making it a reality. Do not be surprised if you start noticing signs that reinforce this message. A random conversation might pop up about soulmates, or you might see couples everywhere, reminding you of the love you are about to receive. In dreams, you may sense an unfamiliar warmth that hints at the presence of your soon-to-arrive partner. Take these signs as gentle winks from the universe. They are designed to keep your faith aflame, ensuring that doubt doesn't rob you of the blessing on the horizon. What if you're already in a relationship that feels lackluster, or you sense your partner is not the one God intended for you? That too is part of your journey. Sometimes, releasing a relationship that no longer serves your highest good is the catalyst for meeting the one who does. This is not a call to be reckless, but a reminder to trust your intuition. If a relationship consistently drains your spirit or leads you away from your divine calling, it might be time to reevaluate. God's blessings never come with the price of losing yourself. They come as an affirmation of who you were created to be. Comment 777 yet again to muster the courage for necessary decisions, whether that means deepening an existing bond or making room for a better one. Either way, your heart must remain loyal to your soul's calling. Love, at its truest level, will not stifle your growth but amplify it. It complements your spiritual alignment rather than conflicts with it. That is the hallmark of a relationship that carries the mark of divine approval. Soon enough, you may find yourself at the threshold of an encounter that makes your heart race. As you navigate the early stages of this connection, remember to keep your energies clear and your intentions pure. Don't rush to force a label or outcome. Let the relationship unfold as nature intended, guided by the synergy of two hearts that have been prepared for this moment. The best love stories are co-written by two free spirits who meet in the middle, allowing each page to reveal itself under God's watchful eye. Comment 777 in anticipation of the sweet unknown. Each time you do, sense your aura expanding to welcome the infinite possibilities that come with genuine soul-level love. Discard the illusions that love must be complicated or fraught with drama. While no relationship is entirely free of challenges, a God-approved love brings harmony, mutual respect, and a sense of spiritual partnership that nullifies the petty chaos so prevalent in less aligned pairings. This is the love you deserve, and it is the love that is on its way to you. If you need further confirmation, look within your own life for the subtle transformations that have been taking place. Your emotional maturity, your clearer sense of identity, your readiness to step into new experiences. Each transformation is preparing you to meet someone who resonates with your evolved state. Had this person entered your life earlier, you might not have recognized or valued them, but now you are poised to see them with open eyes and a receptive heart, to truly understand the gift that stands before you. Visualize the day you wake up next to this person, the morning sunlight streaming through the window, illuminating a future that once felt elusive. Picture the shared laughter, the spiritual conversations, the sense of partnership that extends beyond mere romance into a divine collaboration. Imagine how your united energies will create ripples of positivity, blessing everyone who crosses your path. That is not a fantasy. It is a preview of the life you are always meant to live. God has approved it, and no earthly obstacle can stand in the way of what heaven has ordained. Comment 7777. With unwavering confidence that each moment of your life is now converging toward this luminous intersection, every heartbreak, every lonely season, every lesson learned, they are all culminating in this grand unveiling. Stand tall, chosen one, for you are on the precipice of a love story that will redefine you, heal you, and elevate you in ways you cannot yet fathom. The promise is as certain as the sunrise, as unstoppable as the tides, because it is rooted in a divine plan that predates your very existence. When doubt creeps in, as it sometimes does, remind yourself that God's approval outweighs all human logic. The same Creator who orchestrated galaxies has also woven an intricate pattern for your love life, meticulously placing each thread. If you can trust the sun to rise each morning, you can trust that your true love is on the way, sanctioned by the highest authority. Let that knowledge be your anchor when storms of discouragement threaten your peace. Return to this moment, to these words, whenever you need reassurance. Let them cradle your heart in the assurance that you have been chosen for a love far exceeding ordinary definitions. As we near the end of this message, take one final moment to comment 777. Let it stand as your signature, your personal imprint on this cosmic document of faith. You are effectively declaring, I believe, I am ready, I receive. And in doing so, you light a beacon for your true love to find you amidst the noise of a chaotic world. Energetically, you set the stage for your upcoming union to be nothing less than miraculous. Chosen one, your true love is coming. God has approved it. This is not a distant rumor or a mere possibility. It is a reality waiting to unfold. Trust in the process. Keep your heart open, your spirit aligned, and your faith unwavering. Embrace the expectancy that any day now everything will change in the blink of an eye. Soon enough you will look back on this very moment with a grateful smile, realizing that the universe was already conspiring on your behalf while you were still wondering if love had passed you by. The dawn of your new chapter is breaking over the horizon, and it carries with it the love story you've always deserved. Let your heart rejoice. Let your hope rise. Let your soul sing. The lover of your dreams is on the way, guided by a force far greater than human hands can orchestrate. And when that moment arrives, you will finally understand why every trial, every tear, and every test were worth it. For in the end, a God-approved love is worth everything. You are chosen for this, and destiny will not be denied. Now stand firm, chosen soul. The curtain is about to rise on the most beautiful act of your life. Embrace it, own it, live it.